Welcome to the Honeysuckle Summer Series, where I'm going to be taking you guys out of the kitchen and on the road. Cheers!
10 out of 10.
Definitely the bougiest breakfast sandwich I've ever had. These were like around $10.50 each. I got lemons and a little orange. So today we are going to be in Montecito and Santa Barbara, and then tomorrow we're going to be headed to OJAI. We're just going to explore a little bit. I told you guys that Nate really loves Santa Barbara and he wants to retire here one day. Honestly, it's not such a bad idea because it's so peaceful out here. For me, I find that the biggest inspiration for creating new recipes and dishes and hopefully a new project that I'm about to embark on, I find that inspiration comes from being outside of the kitchen and exploring, seeing what like different chefs have to create. So I'm gonna show you guys what we're gonna eat. And then I'm gonna pick 2 unique dishes that I tried and I'm gonna try to recreate them for you guys at home. So we are at Bettina in the Montecito Country Mart. I've wanted to go here like 2 years ago when we visited, but they were so busy. But the menu is just so representative of like California alfresco dining. They have like wood-fired bread, an amazing selection of like wood-fired pizzas, and then selection of wines. So here I got a sugar snap pea salad with chorizo and pancetta. And then here I have a lambrusco. If this is anything like the first one I had, we're in for a treat tonight. You get a nice crunchy bite of the sugar snap peas with the salty cheese that's almost like creamy on top. Anchovy bread. There's a salsa verde on top with a lot of grated cheese. Looks like some lemon zest and then anchovies baked right on top of the bread. We're just gonna go ahead and use our hands here because you know what? It is kind of pretty much finger food. Wow. The anchovies are so salty on top, and then like the lemon zest gives it a nice brightness. This is so delicious. It sits on top of the same salsa verde and then showered with the Parmesan cheese on top. It's like a mountain of snowflake bubbles. Okay, the only thing about this place I feel like my kids are not loving is that everything has greens. And so you love the greens? You want to try bite? You like it? The meatball lover otherwise would have loved this, except it has greens, so he doesn't want to try it. So that was unfortunate. Not a great start to my food tour. I was hoping that we would be able to film all the food, amazing food that we had at that restaurant because I have literally been stalking their Yelp page. But good thing Nate had the foresight to bring an extra camera. He normally doesn't do that. We just got back to the hotel, grabbed the other camera, and I just gotta roll with the punches. But I do want to thank BetterHelp for sponsoring this portion of the video. So in the past year, you guys know that I have been through a lot and learning how to roll with the punches and just going with the flow, taking things as they come has been crucial. We planned this trip as kind of like a half vacation, half working food tour trip because we love Santa Barbara, and just kind of juggling the stress of like something like production not going how we planned it and also being present for the kids. I'm really learning how to balance all that. I'm someone that gets overwhelmed and anxious very easily, and with everything this past year, so many people said you need to go to therapy, and I don't disagree with that. And so one of BetterHelp's goals is to make therapy accessible for everyone. You can schedule sessions on your own time in the comfort of your home, so it makes it a lot more manageable and easy, particularly for moms. So it's been really helpful to talk to someone at BetterHelp on ways to manage my stress and learning therapeutic techniques to manage my anxiety. So if you're also struggling, consider online therapy with BetterHelp. Check out my link in the description box, or you can go to betterhelp.com/honeysuckle. So we're basically just gonna turn in for the night, but we have a full day of adventure and good eats with a working camera hopefully tomorrow. Good night. Okay, so we're in the funk zone of Santa Barbara. We tried to film dinner last night, but the camera broke and then the power went out, and we just decided to call it a day. This morning, we're back because the show must go on. I'm taking you guys to Helena Bakery in Santa Barbara. This area is called the funk zone. They have like so many cool little wine shops and stuff, but we're gonna get some breakfast here, so let's go. There's like 4 different options of places to eat in this one little like lofty building here. Gotta get my morning cup of joe. I haven't had any coffee yet in the past like 2 days. So today we have a really heavy itinerary. I'm gonna take you guys on a couple places. There's this other one that we're gonna go to next with like amazing drinks, and we're gonna try them. And then we're gonna head on over to OJAI, where there's a lot of really good like fresh farm, delicious California-esque food as well. So here we have a breakfast sandwich. It's a farmer's market sandwich with like a brick of egg. I feel like this is one of the dishes that I need to recreate. And then there's like caramelized onion, squash blossoms, and some arugula. It's kind of fancy. And then here I just got the kids a simple biscuit. It's like baked fresh with butter and jam. Okay, what's your favorite thing about Santa Barbara so far, you guys? So far? Everything. And this jam right here is a blueberry lavender. It's so smooth. Here you go. Okay.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10? What makes it 10 out of 10?
The jam.
The jam? Is it sweet?
And the butter. 10 out 10.
And that's the food review. I should just dip it in here. Oh, yes. It's like an herb biscuit. It almost tastes like rosemary. That was super unexpected. It's good. And then there's like lavender and the blueberries. It's super like herby. Whoa, fancy. So there's like a brick of eggs, caramelized onion, Gruyere cheese, and then arugula, and they even put like a squash blossom in here, which is probably like the fanciest breakfast sandwich I've ever had. Kind of feel like this needs ketchup, but I would ruin it with that. So it's, ooh, look at how smooth the egg is. It's almost like flan. Definitely the bougiest breakfast sandwich I've ever had. Sissy, that's enough butter. So I'm sitting here trying to figure out how they did this egg, and I honestly think that this has got to have been baked, maybe with some whipped cream in there, because it's just so custardy, and then they probably fried it off at the end to stick it in the sandwich because it's such like a clean cut. How did they do this? I was raving about the egg, and so now everybody wants to try one. I want to get your thoughts, Cece.
Tastes like scrambled eggs.
Yeah? Do you like the egg in a brick like this?
Yes.
Should mommy try to make it like this for you?
Yes.
Okay.
10 out of 10.
So I wanted to get into the coffee culture in Southern California because they take it seriously. There's like barista competitions, coffee hobbyists. Coffee shops are constantly innovating to be interesting. So my friend told me to check out this place called Cajé, and it's beautiful. If it's anything like their drinks, we're in for a treat. So let's head on in. So upon first glance, their signature drinks range from $10 to $12. It's not even a cocktail. It's a cocktail of coffee drinks without alcohol. So I'm gonna order a few, and then we're gonna see if they're worth it. Apparently their matcha latte is really famous, so we'll have to get one of those. I'm thinking I'll try the coconut cafe mocha. What does torching do to it?
It's for the aroma, really.
Cheers. Thank you. Okay, so here we have the Bella Rosa, which is like a matcha drink painted with dried roses outside of the cup. And then on top, to give it this like spray painted look, it has beetroot and strawberry powder. These were like around $10, $10.50 each. but you can really see the design and like the care that went to each drink. I almost would prefer this over like a cocktail drink, to be honest with you. It just makes it feel more special. And I mean, if you were to have this to start your day, like how can you have a bad day? This one right here is called the Burnout. As you can see, it's just kind of like a brown sugar espresso latte, but then they have this stick of rosemary with like maraschino cherries. And then to give it like a smoky flavor, they burn these wood chips at the bottom. It smells so good. And then this one right here is called the Jupiter. There's gold, dust, an orchid, a sage leaf, and then they also burn this candied orange to give it some aroma. Sorry, I lied. This is a grapefruit wheel. And then the drink has like essence of grapefruit in there. So let's give everything a try. Cheers. What the hell is in here? It's so good. It's not sweet, it's super balanced. I taste aromas of like sage and grapefruit, but it's balanced. Like I would never think to put that inside my coffee. Like in one gulp, I almost finished half the thing. All right, let's try this one, the Burnout. Did you like it? I personally prefer a hot coffee over iced coffees. Ooh, I don't really know if the wood chips really did anything other than just like decorations, but this right here is so balanced. In terms of like the sweetness of it, I don't ever put sugar in my coffee. So this is on the sweeter side for me, but it's still really good. The brown sugar almost tastes kind of burnt, so it has like that like caramelized taste to it. All right, let's move on to the Bella Rosa. I went on their Yelp just to scout before coming here, and this is one of the most popular drinks. I love that it's in like this beautiful cut glass right here. I mean, everything about this just screams like cocktail. Should I recreate this one, you guys? Let's give it a try. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Hold on. I promised Rolly I would give him the strawberry. Here you go, buddy. So if you guys are a longtime Honeysuckle viewers, you've seen me make the strawberry matcha latte. This is kind of like that, but with some like rose essence, and you don't really get too much of like the strawberry flavor in there. I know there's like a little bit of syrup because I saw her put it in, but it's just very, I almost feel like they infused it with rose extract because there's something floral about it. And it tastes almost as creamy as like a mochi, a matcha mochi with strawberries. Just one little sip.
It's like a mochi.
So we made it to OJAI. They have a pretty epic park just in the middle of the downtown, and my kids, go figure, with all of the new and beautiful playground they have, they choose the cardboard box to play with. Anyways, let me tell you guys a little bit about OJAI. It's a small, nouveau hippie town that's a haven for creatives. I googled that. It's a little small town that's tucked in between Santa Barbara Mountains and LA, and it's one where the locals of Southern California frequent often as a little getaway. There's a huge resort called OJAI Valley Inn where you can see a lot of celebrities. What I'm really interested in exploring, because OJAI is also known for a lot of natural foods and wellness and healing. There's a lot of natural markets and food that I'm really interested in, so I'm going to take you guys around and see what good food we can find. And those are my kids. This is what happens when your parents are content creators. A town so generous that they even have lemons, lavender, and oranges for sale with the honor system. You just put like money right here. They're also modern because there's a Venmo. I got lemons and a little orange. They're known for pixies out here, but I don't think it's in season. And now we're at a place called The Farmer and the Cook. It's supposed to be like a Mexican, Asian, natural wellness cafe. Yeah, there's like a little market here, lots of smoothies, very healthy foods. Look at all these different types of teas. Everything is slightly medicinal. A mind's eye tonic latte. So because we've been eating all day, I opted for just a vegetarian sandwich. We got a little macaroon cookie and just some light snacks. Just your good old veggie sandwich. It's like a salad in between bread. And then we have kids quesadillas with some apples. How come my veggie sandwiches never taste this good at home? It's just so flavorful. The bread is like nice and honey, weedy, seedy. So healthy and fresh. Also, another thing that I noticed, especially in OJAI and in Santa Barbara, is that you have to bus your own tables. And I wonder if it's just a result of the pandemic or if it's like the culture here where you kind of clean up after yourselves. And just as I was getting up, I noticed something by the window. The recipe to my sandwich. And now we finally made it to our next destination, the hotel room. There you have it. We're at the Capri Hotel. It's like a converted motel that they did a really amazing job with. It's a very small but cozy room. We're only here for a night. I have to show you guys the sink area with the terrazzo. So cute. And then the tiling. I don't know, there's something about like mid-century modern and just like vintagey look that I love. This is our first time staying at a hotel with the kids. Normally we would just stay at an Airbnb because it gives them a chance to like run around and sprawl out. But there's a courtyard out there. So we're at a restaurant called the Dutchess. It feels so fancy being here. Well, during the day, it's like a cafe, pastry, bakery, like your typical cafe fare. But then at night, it turns into a Burmese-inspired restaurant. And everything just looks so good. I'm already looking at the menu and I've identified a tea leaf salad, a crispy rice salad. I also want to try their like chickpea fritters here with the tamarind sauce. Like these dishes are totally speaking my language. But we're gonna try a bunch of things and then I'll show you guys. Another thing that I wanted to point out is that it's absolutely kid-friendly here. They even come with this menu for them to color and a choice of foods for kids, including orange chicken with rice, which we totally got. So because OJAI is known for their citrus, I decided to get this gin orange drink. And I'm not really a huge gin person, but when in Rome, or OJAI, it's pretty good. It tastes like a ginny creamsicle. Today is the day of beautiful and delicious drinks. Cheers. This right here is a smashed potato for the kids, complete with a green aioli. Would you like it dipped? Oh, nothing green. This right here is the kids' rice and orange chicken. So this right here is something that I have only had once in my life, and it's called a crispy rice salad. There's a mixture of rice, cured pork, and some other herbs in there. Dill, mint, cilantro, and then fried shallots. And this one right here is a tea leaf salad that I used to get all the time when we lived in the Bay Area because there was like a Burmese restaurant called Burma Superstar that we would go to, and I actually haven't had it since we moved. So I'm very excited to try all this. Let's try the crispy rice salad. It's almost like puffed rice, like Rice Krispies mixed with a very citrusy, herby mix. Delicious. And then the tea leaf salad, they kind of look similar. I don't even know how to explain this. Crunchiness of peanuts, and then like the tea leaves are in there, and then you have sesame. It's just very earthy. This is a lamb sword. It's a lamb kebab that's served like this with some condensed milk naan and then like a raita, which is like a yogurt dip, and then some grilled tomatoes. Just upon removing it from the sword, it's super soft. I'm gonna try to take some of the condensed milk naan. Love a good pickled onion situation. This is my little lamb naan taco. There's a hint of sweetness to the naan, and it's the softest naan that I've ever had. It's so delicate. The lamb is perfectly seasoned with like a little bit of cloves in there. It's very like spicy, not like hot spicy, but very heavy on the spice. But everything gets cooled down with the yogurt dip.
This right here is a
Steak?
that is served with like a pork belly fried rice, and do you guys see what I see? Kimchi. So far, everything here has been incredibly delicious. It's super my style of food, where it's almost like Asian meets Mediterranean, my two favorite flavors separately, but combined here, it's like an explosion in my mouth.
This is a phone book. My goodness, I'm going back in time. This is how people used to find each other, you know that, Cece? So it's our last day in OJAI. We're at this place called Love Social Cafe. I manifest that this becomes a fun summer series for us. We're about to head out this morning and just stopping by to get breakfast that's not just like pastries. Not many things are open here in the mornings. You have the Dutchess, which is where we went to eat last night. That place was a 10 out of 10 for me. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit shooketh. Avocado toast was $10. This is why I hate ordering avocado toast when I go out, but like there wasn't really anything else that I wanted.
Can I keep from me?
Hold on. What?
This is my egg. Give my egg a try. It tastes like an egg like at home. It tastes good. 30 out of 10.
A 3 out of 10?
No, 30.
She gave her scrambled eggs a 30 out of 10. I'll give mine, I mean it tastes pretty good. I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
I put the ketchup on the taste that the glass. 10 out of 10.
Well, this about wraps up our eating tour in Santa Barbara and OJAI. Hope you guys had fun. Probably gonna go home and try to recreate one of the things that I made. If there was anything that you guys thought looked interesting, let me know in the comments below what you want to see. So yeah, let's head back to OC.